What's going on, guys, in the works? Yeah, remember me? It's been a while, but we'll talk about that here towards the middle part of the video. But we're playing a little bit of Battlefield 4, and this is from the Gloves for Tags event, which if you're not familiar with, it's basically an event where if you knife two stabbies, which they're designated in the game, you can win a pair of gloves. And typically in that situation, like what you saw right there, I am the one who's getting front knifed. I don't know what it is. I never seem to get the counter knife prompt, even though I'm standing directly in front of them. So it was a nice surprise for me to see that counter knife prompt pop up. But the Gloves for Tags event is just sort of a fun thing where you can run around stabbing people, you can win prizes, and I was like, whatever, I'm going to run around with the UTS shotgun, a shotgun I really haven't used a ton, and I actually really like it. It's a really fun shotgun, and I had a blast playing this game. It's not the greatest score in the world. I mean, I do pretty well, but it was just more about the fact that it was a fun game. And that's something I haven't had a lot of here in Battlefield 4 recently. But with the new patch, I was like, okay, I'm not playing the game. I'm not making a video until they patch it. Because I just got to the point where I was like, you know, I'm just fed up with this. And I didn't want to be that guy who kept putting out crappy videos that just, you know, oh, it's coming down the pipe. It's coming down the pipe. I was like, all right, I'm going to wait till the next patch, and then I will come back to Battlefield. And I was actually pleasantly surprised. I went into this pretty pessimistic that the game would run any better. I actually recently reconfigured my PC to actually be worse. And you're like, worse? Well, I took out one of my 7970s because I had been reading that the performance and a lot of the delays you get can be fixed by playing on a single graphics card. So I was like, whatever. I get enough frames from one 7970 with Mantle running. I don't really need to worry about having the computer crossfired. So I took out one of my 7970s, patched the game, and I had a good time. The UTS shotgun is probably one of the most fun shotguns in the game. I feel like it's one of those ones that does really well with full choke because you can put that on there, and I always aim down sight with it. I kind of quick scope, Call of Duty style. So if I see someone running up on me, I just zoom in real quick and I quick scope them real quick. And quick. How many times did I just say quick? It's all about being quick. You just got to aim down sight, and it tends to be a good shotgun for that. I've gotten some very long-range one-shot kills with this thing. So it is a lot of fun, and I had a very solid match. I had a lot of fun playing in this particular round of Gloves for Tags. But does the game feel like it's in a place where it's a little bit more playable? Yes and no. I think a lot of the issues I had, especially the death shield bug, which a lot of us didn't know even existed. And how many times am I going to brutally stab that guy? That was quite the horrific death for him. But a lot of people probably didn't even know about that. I mean, the death shield bug is something that is so big that I can't believe we didn't notice it sooner. I just wonder how many times I played through something like that where I actually got cheated because there was an invisible wall in front of the person and I couldn't damage them. I think that was actually happening quite a bit, especially on maps like Locker. I mean, people are dying everywhere, so there's like tons of dead bodies laying on the floor. There's tons of areas where you could actually be a victim to the death shield bug. So I was glad to see that that was fixed, and the game overall runs a little bit smoother. Now, is it to the point where it should be? No. I still think there's a long way to go. I cannot believe that they still haven't had a major net code patch, and I'm going to continue calling it that because the community knows what I'm talking about when I say that word. But I still can't believe that they haven't done anything with that because they keep saying, oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. But we're getting pretty far in, and I don't want to sit here and beat a dead horse to death, but at this point Battlefield 4 is just sort of becoming an afterthought. So I guess the only thing we can hope for is if you're still playing Battlefield 4 and you're still looking forward to that particular patch, maybe the next DLC. I mean, that tends to be when they release the big game-changing patches, but you never know. You never know. But I'm in a good spot right now. I'm feeling a little bit better about the game as of today. And last night, I had a pretty good round here. I had a good round after this. I wasn't feeling like I was getting cheated as much as I did in the past, which is something that I had a major issue with. So I don't know if the game's 100% fixed. I think it's still in the works. That pun is 100% intended. But can they fix it at this point? Yeah, it still remains to be seen. I actually think if they had a netcode fix, they probably would have unveiled it by this point. So if I were you guys, I would not get your hopes up when it comes to getting something to fix that. But, really the only thing we have to look forward to right now is the DLCs, which I'm actually excited for. I thought Naval Strike was a good DLC. I enjoyed playing it. It kind of reinvigorated my interest in Battlefield 4 for a couple of weeks, which is a pretty big thing to say because I got to the point where I just wasn't playing it. But I have been playing a lot of Titanfall. I have a Titanfall video ready to go for this weekend, so I promise I won't go on any more of these long hiatuses without posting. Well, there's going to be a showdown this week as well, so that's another thing for you guys to look forward to. It's just when the game was in a state where it was just so crappy, I just had a really hard time playing it, and it was frustrating me. So I took a short hiatus, I waited for the patch, and now I feel a lot better about playing Battlefield 4 every once in a while. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Keep an eye out for the showdown this week, Titanfall video this weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.